Here come our seniors with their families. Welcome one, welcome all. All right. What a night. All right, I think we're just about ready. Thank you all once again for coming. All right, we're just getting organized. Thank you for your patience on this glorious evening. Just give me the thumbs up when we are ready to start. Lovely youth soccer players in the house tonight to join our seniors for this special night. How about a round of applause as we're getting organized? Thank you, Sharon Carlino, for orchestrating this special event tonight. All right, good evening, everyone, and welcome to the Wakefield High School Soccer Senior Night. Tonight we gather to honor our senior players who have dedicated themselves to this team and sport for many years. To our seniors, many of you started kicking soccer balls when you were barely out of diapers. You've grown from eager kindergartners into the accomplished athletes you are today. This evening we celebrate you as we enter the last weeks of the season and you put on the Wakefield soccer uniform for the last time. We must also acknowledge those who have supported you throughout this journey. To the coaches who've pushed you to be your best, the parents who've driven you to countless practices and games, and the friends, family members, and fans who've cheered you on, thank you. Your support has been the backbone of this program. Seniors, you've excelled on the field and been exceptional mentors to our younger players. The legacy you leave behind will continue to inspire future Wakefield soccer players. As you move on to the next chapter of your lives, whether college, careers, or other pursuits, carry the lessons you've learned here. The discipline, teamwork, and perseverance you've developed will serve you well in all your future endeavors. Know that you will always be a part of the Wakefield soccer family. Your impact on this program will be felt for years to come. We are immensely proud of each and every one of you. Let's give one more round of applause for our incredible senior players. All right, and now for the main attraction. We're going to start with our very own Allie Bly with her parents, Jen and Bonnie, and brother Aiden. Come on out. Woo! Family, come on out. Jenny, Bobby, Aiden. And we have a photographer for a nice picture. Congratulations, Allie. Excellent. Next up, Rachel Kaplan with her parents Kate and Josh, sisters Lily and Hannah. Congratulations. All right. Come on over, family, for a nice photo opportunity. All right, beautiful. Our next family we have is Megan Clark, accompanied by Trisha and Billy, and brother Kevin and sister Lauren. Come on down. Congratulations. All right, the Clark family. Next up, we have senior Kayla Hurley, accompanied by Terry and Mark, and sister Anna. All right, it's sister Anna and Mark. Come on down, Kayla Hurley. Beautiful. All right. Next up, we have senior Abby Mayette, accompanied by Sherry, Mom Sherry, and brothers Braden and Darren. Davin, come on up. Right, the Mayette family. Next up, we have Samantha Gawk. Come on down. Accompanied by Nikki and Jonathan. Brothers Josh and Zach. And Sister Maddie. Congratulations, Samantha. Beautiful. All right, next up, we have Eliza Margolis. And her parents, Kim and Dave. The brothers could not be here today, but they are with you on FaceTime. Maybe not, in spirit. Great job, Eliza. Photo opportunity. All right, next up we have Shay Sunton with her parents, Stacy and Mike, and Sister Riley. Welcome, Riley, from far away. So nice of you to come. Next up, we have goalie Emma Waldeck. Parents, Kristen and Rich, and Sister Ava. Come on out. And last but not least, we have manager Jade Waterhouse. Come on down, Jade. So happy you were joining this team this year. Great job. Let's get a photo up. Jade, you got this. Excellent. Let's have another round of applause for our seniors. Congratulations. Woo-hoo. Look at this beautiful family we have. I'm sorry. Whoa, whoa. All right. We are going to get together for a quick group photo. We can have the seniors up front, families behind them. And teams are going to get together for a moment, and then we'll be back shortly for a little announcing of the starting lineup and our national anthem. So carry on, everyone. We'll be back on the mic shortly.
How are you? Good trip? I just spent 30 minutes going from Main Street to here. Probably more like 20, but it felt like 30.
We are very excited for our next part of our program, which is going to be the national anthem sung by our very own Rocco Solomini from the Galvin Middle School. He's the best. But first we're going to be walking out to our center of the field. At that point, we'll ask everybody to rise as he begins to sing the national anthem. But first, we're going to have a nice walkout led by our Wakefield Warriors and Swampscott. Thank you for coming to Wakefield tonight on this special night. All right, why don't we go ahead and start our walkout. Thank you, ladies. A round of applause for these incredible athletes here tonight on this special night in Wakefield. Thank you again, seniors. Thank you, youth soccer players, for coming out today, supporting your athletes. If we could get everybody to rise. Again, Rocco Salamini for the national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Give it up for Rocco, everybody. Give it up. All right, and we're off. Game on. Good luck, everyone. Good luck.
All right, welcome to Wakefield Senior Night. We got the girls varsity team of Wakefield Memorial High School taking on Swampscott High School. Wakefield's got a record of 4-7-5 this year, and Swampscott's a record of 2-6-3. It's a beautiful night here, 60 degrees at game time. We're watching the sunset over the mountains, and I think it's going to be a great game, Eric.
Yeah, it should always be a great night.
For Wakefield, we have starting in goal Emma Waldeck. The back line is anchored by Ella Medeiros, Laurel Renzi, Abby Mayette, Megan Clark. Midfielders, we have Sam Gawk, Eliza Margolis, Kayla Hurley, Shay Sunkin, and Rachel Kaplan, with Allie Bly starting out in the striker position. It looks like Wakefield's going to kick off on their own side. And they're going to look to play quick here. Let's see what happens. Wakefield sends the ball in. Nice header by number 11 of Swampscott.
Wakefield throw.
There's Megan Clark with the throw in. Quickly attacked. And Swampscott clears. What could be a through ball, but Wakefield plays it back to Waldeck. Waldeck with a swift kick out of the zone. Margolis looking for somebody for some help out here out of the back, and they're going to play out the back, out wide. Wakefield advancing, possessing, and out of bounds. Looks like Wakefield ball.
Rolling Wakefield.
Advancing, Wakefield advancing with some menace. Let's see if they get a nice cross off across the middle, but nobody's there. They're going to possess, though. Plays it back to the fullback, Madeira Clark, and she takes a shot on just wide.
Nice shot by Megan Clark. Goal kick, Swampscott.
And we're going to have a goal kick from Swampscott.
It's nice to see Wakefield coming out early, attacking the net. We'll take the shots. They're not all going to be on net. Just put the pressure on early.
And play up the middle for the goal kick. Margolis with a nifty move, but gets taken away. Swampscott advancing, looking for a good through ball. Oh, nice. It's going to be a nice turn and play outside. Medeiros chasing ball out of bounds. Swampscott ball.
No win for Swampscott.
Kayla Tripp from Swampscott's going to have a nice throw in here. Sophomore. Oh, good throw to the middle. This looks a little bit dicey, but the keeper comes right out. Good call.
And the ball back with the punt.
Sam Gok with a nice play into the zone. Looks going to be easy work for the goalkeeper, though. Keeper taking the time for the punt, letting everybody get set up, run out. Wakefield looking for a good counter here. Takes the ball away immediately. Nice play outside. Oh, Wakefield's looking to possess this game, definitely. Margolis getting in on the action. Now wide to Bly. Bly's going to try to chase it down. It's a little bit of foot race to the corner, and it looks like it's going to be out of bounds. Swampscott ball.
Roll for Swampscott.
There seems to be some confusion on who wants to do the throw in. Clark getting in the action. I coached Megan when she was younger, and she was speedy then. I'm glad to see her out here on the field these days, using that speed and aggressiveness now. She's going to take the throw in again for Wakefield. Oh, a beautiful header into the box. Oh, it's shot off, blocked. Wakefield plays it back. Oh, nice little flick, trying to get it in. Wakefield settles, and Swampscott clears the ball. Another foot race to the ball. Looks like Swampscott's got some speed out front there, but a beautiful play by Abby Mayette to clear it out and let everybody get back and set up.
Throw in for Swampscott.
Mayette. Mayette and Gok working well on the right side. Nice settle. Gok pressuring the ball again. Oh, excuse me, that was Mayette. That seems to be a foul on the play. I didn't see much action there, but
No.
we'll take it.
Wakefield.
Free kick ends up right at the feet of Swampscott, but Wakefield recovers. Advancing, some pace, just outside of Margolis' touch. Wakefield throw in. Margolis plays it back to Clark. Wakefield plays it back into the middle. Kayla Hurley with a good challenge. A nice tackle there. Margolis is everywhere today, trying to control the middle. Keeper comes out on what could have been a through ball, makes a nice play, picks it up. And a good lefty punt, almost to midfield. Nice clear by Laurel Rensley. Up the sideline. Allie Bly gets taken over by Swampscott. Swampscott advancing. Oh, nice tackle by Megan Clark. A little bit of body contact. Real high compete level out here today. Another chance at a through ball, but it looks like Wakefield keeper is going to call everybody off, scoop it up. Another punt. Margolis on it, looking to distribute, settle. And here comes Rachel Kaplan.
Nice to see the whole town out here today. The boys varsity team's out, leading some cheers for the girls. Pretty much a full packed bleacher stand.
Yeah, it's a wonderful night for soccer. Football American, as others call it.
Swampscott throwing.
Swampscott, they really only attack with about half their team. They're leaving four defenders in the midfield every time they're up. It's letting us outnumber them. There's just a sea of red shirts in the box.
Another clear by Wakefield and throw in with Swampscott. Good throw into the box. Nice header to clear it out. We would have liked a better touch on that ball for the clearance. And Molly Anderson comes on in the game.
Goal kick for Wakefield.
And we have a goal kick for Wakefield. Let's see how Waldeck distributes and Wakefield plays out of the back. I like their spacing right now.
The concession stand. All proceeds go to support Wakefield soccer.
Megan Clark tries to clear it, but right into the body of the Swampscott player. However, it's Wakefield ball. She's looking for Kaplan or Anderson. Anderson on the receiving end, steps in. Wakefield still trying to clear. Margolis takes control. Little flick back to the fullback. We get a header back into the box. Swampscott's definitely challenging here. Looking to build momentum. Oh, and a nice clear by Wakefield and a foul on Swampscott. Trying to get a little aggressive there.
Yeah.
Free kick coming up for Wakefield.
You're right, Ben. The Wakefield spacing on the field is great. So just our passing's been a little bit off, and we've been picked off by Swampscott. But I'm sure as the game gets going, we'll find the red feet.
Free kick down the middle.
Megan Clark with the kick.
Clark has seen a lot of action on this right side. Heads, gets run over, obvious foul. Free kick for Wakefield.
Another free kick for Wakefield.
Nice settle by Wakefield. Shea Sunkin gets it out to the wing. Medeiros gets the ball taken away by Swampscott. Swampscott looking to play the ball through, but they hold up momentum in the middle of the field and slow it down. That pass off a Wakefield player gets into the box. A solid challenge by Wakefield to clear the ball here, but it goes right back to Swampscott. Swampscott plays it back wisely to defender, looking to settle it down a little bit. Pressure by Wakefield. Anderson putting pressure on there in the midfield. And a lot of space there. Through ball.
Through.
Swampscott looking to do some damage here. Wakefield says nothing doing, though. And it looks like it's going to be Wakefield ball off the body of Swampscott player.
Substitution for Wakefield.
We see Stella Carlino come on there, and it's off her. Stella's been a starter for a couple years now. Junior. Giving way to senior, to honor the seniors for senior night. Here's the throw in. And it looks like it's going to be Swampscott ball. Carlino battling. Ball's played to the middle. And it looks like it was a shot. Kind of got off poorly, and it's going to be a goal kick for Wakefield.
Goal kick coming up for Wakefield. And the wall deck to kick.
And kick goes to Clark. Kaplan's going to play it to the middle, just past Wakefield player. And again, Megan Clark challenging just about everything Swampscott throws her way.
Yeah. Swampscott does seem to be attacking down the right side.
Throw in for Swampscott.
The throw-in goes right into the box, but off of Wakefield, unfortunately, for a corner. All right, this is an opportunity now for
Corner kick coming up for
Swampscott. It looks like Greta Seifkin from Swampscott is going to take the kick in. Good kick, handled easily by Wakefield, and the ball is played out of bounds. Wakefield ball.
Throw in for Wakefield. The Wakefield substitutions.
And nice header off of Kaplan. Keeper comes out. Waldeck, little play into the box. I don't know if that was on purpose or not. Let's just say it was accidentally on purpose. Margolis settling with a nice little header.
And we're in. Everybody from Wakefield's up.
Oh, beautiful tackle by Swampscott there. Close off the momentum. And it's Wakefield throw-in. Clark to Margolis. Intended. Intercepted. Kayla Hurley working the ball. Wins it back. Margolis calling for it. Plays it back to Margolis. Wakefield in. He's going to break through. And a shot.
Here we go! Well done, Wakefield!
Yes, it's Margolis from Shea Sunkin.
A lot of great passing from Wakefield. went right through Swampscott like they weren't even there. Great shot beyond the keeper to the right. Here we go, 1-0.
Swampscott kick it off. Nice header by Clark. Sunkin.
Head back to the keeper.
Easy pickup there. I think Waldeck's really over the space here.
Yeah.
Coming out when she needs to.
Yeah.
Shea misses it there. We got Carlino on the ball. Gets tripped. No foul. I think a good no call there. Wakefield working outside. Trying to get up the line. Nice play up the line. And up a cul-de-sac.
Goal kick coming up for Swampscott.
That's goal kick for Swampscott.
Wakefield goal again. Eliza Margolis, number 7. Assisted by Shea Sunkin.
Oh, and we're up.
Picked it through. Abby Johnson. Back to Margolis. Nothing doing. The Swampscott closes off that threat. Wakefield back. Plays it outside to Clark. Clark to Kaplan. Kaplan contains. Back to Wakefield. Wakefield moving the ball nicely now. Unfortunately, as soon as I said that, things changed. Wakefield still owning the middle of the field. Nice pass. Abby Johnson showing her speed, tracking this ball down. Aggressive, she wins it. Let's see what happens here. Tries to cross. Nobody there. Swampscott to kick it out of bounds. Wakefield's in a good position now. Wakefield throwing right to the feet of Margolis. Margolis controlling and
Out of bounds.
out of bounds. Swampscott ball.
Oh no, it's offsides call.
Oh, right, it played it back down.
Yeah. Everybody's really moving downfield. It's a big kick out of the back.
A lot of respect for that foot of that defender, that fullback back there. Megan Clark plays it in to Swampscott player. No matter, Margolis is going to try to chase it down. Looks like she might win it. That kind of aggressive play leads to chances.
Yep.
This has to be Megan's 18th throw-in already today. Sunkin trying to control it there. Off of Clark again. Wakefield settles, playing the ball down the middle. Oh, Abby Johnson
so close.
looking for a chance. Looks like Abby Johnson working in the middle. Margolis on her foot again. Down on the goal line. Ball still in, but no, it's going to be a goal kick. Wakefield definitely providing some pressure. Momentum has switched.
Yeah, they're doing a great job of getting up the field in numbers. They got someone on the far post every time they're up. They've got at least 2 or 3 people attacking together. Seems like we're going to see some more points on the board for Wakefield tonight.
Looks like we have Kira O'Brien just came in. And Swampscott delivers a deep ball. Scooped up easily by Waldeck. Waldeck looking to distribute. Pinned to about midfield here. O'Brien battling. And unfortunately gets a foul. I thought that was a pretty light foul.
It might have been a handball. Close. It seemed like a shoulder, but might have called it as a handball. Timeout.
Oh, it looks like a timeout. I don't know who called that. Swampscott wisely calls a timeout here. They look disorganized, having trouble moving the ball around. They look like a bunch of 7th graders out there playing kickball. Yeah, we like to call this Wakefield Soccer Night here, honoring the seniors. Again, as we started the broadcast off, it's a beautiful night here. I think it's still right around 60 degrees. If not, it's getting a little bit chillier, but that's good. We can see the ball a little bit better from up here now.
Yeah, the sun's going down. It's a really well put together night. I want to thank Sharon Carlino for all her effort and work putting this together and organizing people and having all these shirts, all the posters printed, the balloons, arranging all the kids. This is a major event, and it's going off great.
And Wakefield's winning 1-0, which is always good on senior night. I just really appreciated the fine details, from the Wakefield players walking out, both Swampscott and Wakefield team out to midfield, having Rocco Simonelli sing the national anthem, a 5th grader from Galvin Middle School. And of course, it's a culmination of so many things for Wakefield. So many years these kids have been working towards this moment, some of them their last game ever in organized ball, but it's also, a testament to the parents who, make sure, support, buy the equipment, get them to all those games, all over those years. It has to be thousands of games.
Right, certainly if you include the practices.
In all those events, right?
Yeah.
And then, of course, Wakefield Soccer and their program supporting all these kids through the years, building up this program.
Right.
So that they can compete strongly. Oh, and a play into the box, snapped up by Waldeck easily. I think that was pretty well sniffed out by Wakefield. And Waldeck with a solid kick out to midfield. Sunkin to Hurley. To Margolis. They're going to play it wide to O'Brien.
Nice ball in.
Oh, O'Brien is going to try to get there. Oh, and a nice tackle by Swampscott. But definitely a missed call on that one. Oh, it is a corner. They were signaling goal kick at first, but it's definitely a corner, or as we see it.
Little confusion on the field.
Yeah. Well, let's go to the replay.
The VAR will certainly come back and say that that's
yeah.
corner.
I mean, where's MIA headquarters? If we go there to see if we got a guy on the line there.
Either way, it's another great attempt by Wakefield, keeping the pressure on.
O'Brien with a header. Carlino tries to settle. Swampscott kicks it out of bounds. Going to be Wakefield throw. Clark's looking for O'Brien. Or Renzi. Looks like O'Brien. Margolis is going to handle with a nifty move. Margolis' older brother was a really solid soccer player who graduated last year, I believe, right? And he went on to play in college. Solid midfielder. A lot of sort of those, let's call it heritage families, legacy families, I like to say. Swampscott throw. Clark's going to handle it. O'Brien and Clark, nifty kick out of bounds. I'd like to see a little bit more creativity out of each of these teams, though.
Yeah.
Swampscott throw in. Clark there. Brian, looks like Renzi is going to try to take it down here. Renzi and gets the call. Wakefield throw. Over O'Brien's shoulder, right to Swampscott. Swampscott controlling a little bit more. Carlino gets a good touch on the ball, carrying up the field with some menace and pace. Over to Sunkin. Sunkin's looking for a through ball to Johnson. Johnson's chasing it down, and Swampscott wisely plays it out of bounds there. Johnson on the ball. Swampscott out of bounds again. And it looks like Anderson's going to throw in here. Sunkin on the ball. Oh, and Wakefield gets a corner out of that. It's tough to see up here sometimes.
Yeah.
Especially the sun setting over the mountains right now. And the corner kick, Wakefield setting up in the box. And it's a low kick. Wakefield plays it back out to Margolis, who has a go. Right into Swampscott player. And Molly Anderson tries to settle, but then goes right back to Swampscott. Mayette settling with trouble. Swampscott advancing here. Wakefield looking to shut this down, getting clumped up. Margolis, a little nice touch out wide to O'Brien. O'Brien can't handle it, but regains control. Back to the middle. And it looks like there's some confusion on Wakefield who's going to get the ball, but it's Wakefield's ball anyways. Maybe they were talking to each other.
Another Wakefield substitution. And a red throw-in.
Throw into Margolis. Off of Swampscott again. Megan with another throw in. And Ella Farrell was just subbed into the game. Carolino plays it wide to Anderson. Combination that's been played many times over the years. Those two, thick as thieves. Nice ball to O'Brien. We got Farrell calling for the ball. Back out to Anderson. Goes out to Johnson wide. Tries to turn the corner, but stuffed by Swampscott. Wakefield, nice ball in. Margolis passes
nice
across.
Pass.
Oh, Wakefield tries to turn. Oh, and Sunkin gets taken out right at the top.
Great opportunity here for Wakefield, right at the top of the box.
Free kick for Wakefield.
This will be our first opportunity to see how Wakefield girls handle the free kick outside the box.
Margolis will step up to take the free kick.
Margolis with the kick. And she puts it right on goal, and it's a goal!
It's in! Takes it herself. Well done.
Beautiful. I'll have to say, Swampscott looked a little disorganized on that wall.
Yeah.
Not very well linked together. Not much of a wall.
Right. In fact, it was really unique the way Wakefield lined up, where they just put half the team on the right, half the team on the left. It looked like an isolation play in basketball, where they just said, take it, it's your shot. And she delivered. 2-0.
And her second goal of the evening. Swampscott on the kickoff. Tries to deliver down the field. Mayette handles. Clark.
2-0, Wakefield.
Clark moves the ball out of bounds wisely, setting up a throw in for Swampscott.
Margolis with both goals on the night.
Margolis, a senior, showing up big time tonight.
Yeah.
We have Swampscott throw-in.
And Swampscott throw in.
Everybody's back defending for Wakefield. All 11 back in 20 yards.
And throw in, deep throw in, right near the goalie box, but Wakefield clears. Margolis is going to get a touch on it, looking to distribute or hold. Plays it to O'Brien. O'Brien dribbling with head up.
Ball.
Beautiful ball. Looks like Sunkin's going to take over here. Nice overlapping run. And she's going to cross it back to O'Brien. Looking again for another pass. And just picked up by Swampscott goalie. But what a beautiful counter there.
Yeah. They're really linking up passes and giving the give and goes.
Free kick for Swampscott.
And Swampscott's. No, I guess there was a foul on that play. We missed that. We were just too excited about the beautiful distribution that Wakefield had there, slicing through Swampscott in their territory, and a beautiful counter overall. And it looks like we get about 11 minutes left in the half. Swampscott throw in. Wakefield handles. Now in soccer, that's just a suggested countdown. The referee is actually the real timekeeper, so we never really know what the time is. But it's generally on point within a few moments, I'd say. And I noticed how I didn't use minutes or seconds there. Throw in, Swampscott. Wakefield handles. Carlino. Back to Margolis. Looking for Sunkin. Dribbling, holding. Oh, beautiful through ball to O'Brien out wide. Looks to play it back. Clark's going to handle this and dump it back in the box. And Wakefield offsides clearly and unfortunately.
You know, Margolis is so calm on the ball. She just seems like she can do anything out there. She's shielding them off with her body, just dribbling to where she wants it and sending in some great through balls.
I believe they call it La Pausa, right? That sort of poise and confidence on the ball.
Oh, yeah.
She plays it well. Nice volley out of the air. Handles well. Sunkin plays it to O'Brien out wide. O'Brien looking to distribute in the middle.
Perfect.
Nice through pass, almost to Margolis. We got Carlino settling. Let's see what she's going to do. She also has a bit of that La Pausa. Plays it back. And Wakefield tries to get it back in the box. Anderson up to the task, also settling. Trying to turn it back towards Swampscott goal. And it looks like they're just going to let it go out of bounds for a goal kick. And Wakefield has a slew of substitutions, you know, more than my eyes can count, and the numbers for sure.
Senior night, they really like to get everybody out there. Typically wouldn't see this many subs in a game.
You see Gawk come in as a midfielder out on the left side for O'Brien. Kayla Hurley came back in, plays it out wide. And Ella Medeiros also in. Swampscott tries to muster up some kind of play. Wakefield intercepts, but now Swampscott on the counter. Nice through ball out to the left side. Again, Wakefield just says, oh, we're done with that kind of advancing on us.
Yeah, and again, look at the numbers back there. Seven Wakefield players to 4-5 Swampscott.
Oh, good throw in by Swampscott. Looks like they're going to have a go into the middle, much like a corner. Waldeck tries to get to the ball, but is unable to. And Wakefield clears, thankfully. Ball still in. And now Waldeck will scoop that ball up.
Swampscott putting a little pressure on Wakefield. First real dangerous attempt.
Kick from Waldeck. Tried to be settled by Margolis. Ball's played out wide. Tegan Johnson off of Tegan Johnson of Wakefield. Johnson tracking it down. She came in for Clark. Clark was getting too much action, apparently. Swampscott throw in.
Swampscott throw in.
Good throw into the box. Nice header by Wakefield. Sam Gawk stepping up there. And Swampscott's through with a shot on goal and just wide of the goal. I can't tell if. No, at first I thought maybe Waldeck had to get a hand on that. Had it been on target, she probably would have gotten a hand on that.
Yeah. I mean, it was such a quick transition. It certainly seemed that Swampscott was coming from an offside position when they got that ball. And it didn't look like the ref was facing the right direction to see it. Got a good attempt anyways. Nice shot.
Good goal kick out of the back. Margolis. Swampscott puts the ball back into the box, but easily handled by Waldeck. Waldeck with another punt out to the W. Carlino tracking it down. Mayette now on the sideline, trying to slow down that Swampscott run. And it is out of bounds. And it looks like another timeout. Yeah, as I was just saying at the last timeout, big thanks has to go to the parents. And then, of course, Wakefield Soccer. There's a ton of Wakefield Soccer coaches here tonight that I love seeing out to come to support these folks. A lot of them, they've been coaching some of these kids 10, 11 years,
Yeah. Wakefield Soccer definitely deserves a lot of credit. We have such a strong program with the professional coaching. Mackenzie is giving lesson plans to all the coaches every week and bringing in pro coaches for 1 or 2 sessions for each team over the season. Not every town has these benefits that we have here, and you can really see how strong the players are in Wakefield.
They've really done a great job sort of inculcating, this love of the game here in Wakefield. And it's great to see so many players, current players, at the youth level here, out here supporting these older players and hopefully, really hoping to fill their shoes as they come up through. These kids are all role models here. It was great to see how sort of loving that procession was out with those kids, because they know who they are. They know that they're looking at each other, looking up to these girls who are on the field today and hoping that they can replace them.
Right, and that's where we get the chemistry, where those 1-2 passes are coming and they're moving together, and they just know what everyone's going to do because they've played together for over a decade and developed these relationships. So it really benefits the high school, and as we can all see out here tonight.
Throw in for Swampscott. No offsides on a throw in for those who are newer to soccer. It's really an advantageous thing to get as you're advancing into the corner and you get a nice throw in. If you get somebody, when one of my older boys played, now it's a corner kick for Swampscott. Interesting formation from Swampscott. Good ball in. Some difficulty for Waldeck. She makes the save. And Waldeck looking for Margolis, like she has so many times this year. Margolis settles back to the advancing goal. A nice volley in. Margolis tries to head it. Swampscott all over it, though. Margolis won't be denied, though, and gives it a go. Unlucky, though. Swampscott.
Nice shot by Margolis for the deflection.
Earned a corner for her team. Second corner of the night for Wakefield. Looks like we got a left-hand outswinger coming in.
Yeah, Kayla Hurley with the corner. Good ball in. Cleared by Swampscott. Mayette handles. Oh, and some contact there. Good no call. Guess what? Margolis is there to sweep it up. And we get Sam Gawk advancing up the sideline. But Swampscott handles nicely and puts the ball out of bounds. I'd have to say that the defenders for Swampscott are actually doing a pretty good job.
Yeah, very solid line back there.
Unfortunately, the chances that have come are not necessarily on them. Swampscott throw in.
Good high press from Wakefield. Ball slips through.
Laurel Renzi puts the ball out nicely. Fortunately, I mixed up Renzi and Mayette a couple times here. Turns out Renzi is number 30. And a good throw in. Not cleared by at all with Wakefield. This dangerous spot. But Wakefield does clear. And Abby Johnson tries to handle Margolis there as quickly as she can. I remember 2 years.
No.
Oh, and Swampscott almost through. Tegan Johnson working it up the sideline. Trying to advance and she's just a freshman out here, contributing pretty well.
Great.
Handled by Renzi to Margolis. Margolis plays in the middle of the field, just trying to get it out of the bad spot there. Quite honestly, Wakefield bunched up. We got Medeiros tracking it down on the left side now. Excuse me, right side. And Mayette tries to clear. Wakefield ball off of Swampscott. Carlino tries to track it down. No, that's not Carlino, excuse me. That is Kaplan.
Solid defense from the right back.
Could be time for me to take off the sunglasses, I think, right?
Yeah, no, it's getting dark and cold. Big throw from White. Everybody's in the box.
Wakefield tries to clear. And get another throw in. Wakefield advancing, but shut down. Oh, right, I can see much more clearly now without the sunglasses. It's amazing how that works. Abby Johnson.
Nice
Doc
ball.
plays it back to Johnson.
Oh, unlucky.
And a volley by Swampscott. Swampscott cutting through. Some danger here. Let's see what happens. Oh, and a nice tackle.
Oh,
And is that a foul in the box? Looks like it could be a penalty.
PK for Swampscott. It's a really nice through ball. She was right in for the shot. In a situation like that, you're almost always going to get a PK out of it. Well, good opportunity to see what the keep's got.
Oh, and she puts it in the corner for a goal.
Nice PK from Swampscott, really safe. You can't go wrong on the ground and in the corner. Wasn't much pace on it. The keeper almost could have been to it, just got through.
Yeah, definitely a measured shot there. And, 67% of the goals scored in the pros are on the ground in the corner. So good choice there. Wakefield volleys the ball into Swampscott zone, and Johnson is just not quite able to make something happen there, though she got ahead on it. And on the punt, and now we are at the half.
And at the half, we have Wakefield 2, Swampscott 1. Don't forget to visit the concession stand from lots of good chewing and pizza and Gatorade and water and soda. We will be having a game exhibition game with our youth soccer players. Alright, again, we have Wakefield youth soccer players from the girls' side. For the red team, we have Jocelyn Linsky, Sadie Carolino, Charlotte Zimba, Valentina Garcia, Clara Madeiro, Violet Myra, Bethany O'Hara, Mara, Sophia Polini, and Eloise Redzy. Playing for the white team, we have Melissa Gray, Maddie Duncan, Gemma Ito, Sophie Freeman, Caroline Flynn, Maddie Hardigan, Ella Reedy, Emily Lumina, and Caroline Karpatowski. Good luck to all players. Have some fun out there. Just wanted to take this moment to thank our sponsors, Polite Pizza, Main Street Grill, and Tap House, Honeydew Donuts, Shaw's and Publication. Thank you also to our head coach, Matt Angelo, and Nico Manzanario, for all of your hard work with the teams this season. appreciate all she does for our athletes. Alright, and we are almost ready for the second half of play. With the score, Wakefield 2, Swampscott 1. We hope you can all stick around for the boys' game after this, as we recognize the seniors on the boys' side.
All right, we're about ready to start the second half here, a 40-minute half. Renzi pushing the ball out of bounds for a Swampscott throw.
Throwing for Swampscott.
Halftime talk for Swampscott must have been about getting up and creating some more offense, get back in this game.
Definitely, their compete level needs to be a little bit higher.
Yeah.
They need to work a little bit better with each other, I'd say, and a little bit more creative in the combination
Yeah.
plays. Hurley looking to find a ball through. Kaplan handles. Deros plays back to Mayette, who now plays it forward to Kaplan. Kaplan down the sideline. Looks like it's going to be a Swampscott throw. Boy, I feel refreshed after a little bit of water. We got a throw in for Swampscott now. And Abby handles the ball deftly. Wakefield moving back. Swampscott looking to build a little momentum here. I want to say a special thanks to our ball girls out there. They're doing a fantastic job. I wish they put them on the roster here for us tonight. And Wakefield ball. It looks like everybody's just trying to get into a rhythm right now. Margolis says, I'll start that. Wins the ball in the middle of the field to Carlino. Carlino looking to play it wide. Cuts down the middle, looking for the ball back, and not handled by Gawk on the sideline there off of her Swampscott ball. And it looks like some confusion between the coach and the referee whose ball it is, but it is Wakefield ball. Oh, and a high arcing throw. Good 20-yard throw there.
Yeah.
Swampscott definitely looking to advance. Their back line's trying to get up into the action now. Though each time it's a closed door, Wakefield shutting them down.
Another throw to Swampscott.
Good throw in from Swampscott directly to the feet. Their own player. Somehow Wakefield gets a foot on the ball. The ball goes right into Waldeck's hand, as it so many times has before. What do you think? It's just positioning Waldeck tonight. the defense overall. Oh, and a through ball. Wakefield trying to chase it down, but Swampscott handles definitely as well. Looking to distribute. Takes her time. Letting her team set up. Big punt. Or at least a lot of steps to the big punt. And Renzi puts it out of bounds. I think I would have liked to seen a little bit of play there to Gawk probably. But, you know, it's hard to say when you're up here in the booth.
Right. Does seem like Wakefield's a little rattled right now. Swampscott's really pressing and giving them a lot more trouble on the ball than they were in the first half, and seems to be very effective.
Wakefield ball gets a chance to turn the tide a little bit, but right back into the feet of Swampscott. Nice through ball. Oh, but handled by Mayette. Mayette's on the case. Another cross in the middle. Handled by Hurley, but raped out to Swampscott. Oh, and Swampscott is through, but Waldeck comes out aggressively. I would have liked to see her move a little bit faster there, though.
Yeah. Still, they just keep pressing us.
Long punt by Waldeck. Carlino and Margolis handle. Nice pass to Sunkin. Sunkin plays it wide to Gawk. And Wakefield advancing wide, looking to cross. Oh, but up a cul-de-sac. Wakefield regains control. Carlino fends off the defender. Sunkin looking for a chance through, plays it through. Let's have a shot. Oh, another pass. And a goal. What a beautiful,
well done.
What a beautiful play.
That's
and it looks
Wakefield.
like Rachel Kaplan getting the goal there off of Sunkin's foot.
Again, that's just us attacking as a team. Everybody was up. We had two girls there. Either one of them could have hit it in.
Sunkin, I think that's her second assist on the night too, if I recall.
Right, great ball in.
Sam Goff on the assist.
Oh, or Sam Gawk. We're going to have to look at the official records after this.
Still up from the on that goal as well.
Sunkin trying to box out. Off the feet of Medeiros. Sunkin calling for it again for a through ball. Wakefield still pressing even after that goal. Mayette. Margolis. Oh.
It's hard to understand what that call could possibly be about.
Yeah, it looked like the referee referenced kicking.
Free kick for Swampscott.
I'm not sure that. Oh, he was just referencing that it is a free kick.
Free kick.
We're not. Mayette plays it out. Oh no, sorry. Renzi plays it out there. Renzi and Mayette control in the back there.
And Swampscott.
There's a lot of support from Medeiros and Clark, of course. It just seems like they want to play on the right side of the field all day today, both teams.
Yeah. Yeah, that really, I don't think there's been one ball that crossed fields.
Right, yeah. Beautiful
Oh,
crossing.
here it is.
Dangerous spot for Wakefield.
Oh.
Header goes nowhere.
Swampscott again, turning up the volume. Attacking in a lot of different ways, different players.
They're definitely a dangerous spot here, but Wakefield plays it out wisely. Mayette on it again. Mayette Medeiros handling the action. But again, this is a dangerous spot. If you have somebody who has a long throw in here, they can almost get all the way to the goalie box.
Yeah.
Like a corner. And she does just about that, but Wakefield handles now, unfortunately, off Medeiros' knee, and it's going to be a corner kick for Swampscott.
Taken by number 12, Loretta.
Oh, they play it short. A nice little set play to get action into the box. Goes right in over everybody's heads. And it looks like it's going to be a goal kick for Wakefield.
Goal kick for Wakefield.
In a matter of a couple minutes, they beat down into the corner, got a crossover, just missed a header. They got a corner kick, played it short, sent in another great cross. Swampscott's really coming alive this half.
And it looks like it's going to be Wakefield ball. You know, it's such a great community night here. I even see some of the teachers from school who, you know, don't have any kids there. You know, Mrs. Liberti just showed up. She was a teacher to all 5 of my kids at the Walton School, I think, there. So,
wow.
You know, I want to give a big shout out to her for handling my boys for all those years.
Yeah, right. It's impressive what they do. Tonight's a doubleheader. Right after this, we'll have the boys varsity. They just left the bleachers. Look like they're going to warm up. It's a cold night.
Wakefield clears. Sunken to Margolis. Margolis advancing. She's got a one-on-one situation. She looks like she's going to take on the fullback, tries to cut through, and is closed out by number 4 of Swampscott, Jennifer Sanchez. Muñez doing a nice job as a sophomore, handling that tough situation.
Right.
Substitution Wakefield.
And Wakefield subbing, it looks like O'Brien's going to come in. Abby Johnson.
Big throw.
Swampscott tries to clear out of bounds. Wakefield ball. Wakefield plays it really quickly back into the box. And Margolis is on it as fast as she can be. I mean, she's got a little bit of Roy Kent in her. I can't tell whether she's playing midfield or striker out here.
Right, she's all over the place. And she's really sort of managing the flow of the game.
Molly Anderson into the game.
Another big throw for Wakefield. It's
right into the box. Oh, and nicely cleared by Swampscott. Really dangerous spot there. Beautiful throw. I think that was Anderson who had the throw in there. Or maybe Kaplan. Again, 3s and 8s blur from up here. Or it's just Megan Clark, because that's her side.
Right.
Let's go with that.
Right.
Clark with a header out of bounds on the throw-in from Swampscott. I'd say Wakefield's back line is really handling a lot of this action well tonight. Not a lot of chances for Swampscott.
Right.
I don't think I've seen any clear shots.
Right. Right. They're getting upfield. They're sending in some balls, but they just still haven't finished.
Oh, throw-in gets almost to the keeper, but it's going to be a goal kick for Wakefield. Wakefield getting out into their shape, keeping their shape nicely all night, I would say. Playing wide on the touchline. Create spaces up the middle. Carlino on the receiving end. Plays it back nicely to Clark. You got Mayette covering. Swampscott. Nice press by Sunkin and Carlino. Carlino gets dodged. And a beautiful through ball, but it looks to be
awesome.
Swampscott could have timed their run a little bit better there.
Yeah, still, they're on the attack. Nice opportunity, just slightly off.
Swampscott taking chances is what it takes to sort of turn the momentum around on a game like this. Losing 3-1 with 27 minutes left in the game. Megan Clark sends the ball in the middle. Carlino handles. Right back out of Swampscott. Swampscott with some nice combination play. Looking to play it back in the middle, but Carlino is there. Carlino carrying, looking to distribute. Beautiful touch by Sunkin to Margolis, but then quickly taken away by Swampscott. Swampscott looking to turn the ball, but Megan Clark is there. You know, I do appreciate less subs at this time of night. You know, it's easier to remember the names.
Right.
Oh, and a good ball in. Let's see what happens here. Waldeck out.
Waldeck on the save.
to cover. That could have been a dangerous spot there. Just a couple more steps.
Right. She does a great job of getting off her line and just eliminating the threat before it happens. All night she's been out top of the box, taking away the play.
O'Brien with a nice play into Hurley. Hurley plays it wide now to Abby Johnson. And just a little bit too far. Just a little too much pace on that ball, but I like the aggressiveness. Carlino looking to handle on the throw-in. Tough volley. Molly Anderson trying to cover. Swampscott playing the ball wide, looking to connect on an overlapping run.
Is that an offsides call? Yeah.
Yep.
Ref is signal for offsides. We'll take it anyways.
It's interesting on a night. I guess this is the way they do it for all high school sports now. They don't really have flaggers as much anymore. They just have 2 refs that cover the side of the field.
Right.
No
Right.
AR.
It is nice when you have a line ref on each side and then one in the middle. But the 2 refs seem to do a good job for high school.
Swampscott still trying to advance. Wakefield's up to the task nearly every time. This could be a difficult play in. Good volley, but Walda out to meet the challenge aggressively yet again at the top of the box.
Nice punt.
Margolis settles, contains, looking to distribute. Oh, she has almost through ball through Sunkin.
One touch away from a breakaway.
Looks like Anderson's going to take the throw in here.
Throw in Wakefield.
Looking for Margolis. Margolis pirouettes, reclaims the ball,
Yes.
distributes to Carlino. Carlino looking to gawk. Oh, and it's cleared by Swampscott. That was a beautiful combination play. Played right back in by Wakefield. And if it gets through here, Margolis on the case, providing nice pressure. Oh, that's a tough call, whether that's going to be
Another throw in for
a
Wakefield.
throw-in, borderline
You're right.
corner kick there, the way it looked. Again, our angle is a little bit different than probably the referees there, so they might have had a better look at it.
Swampscott not taking any chances on D. They're just seeing the ball out every time they get an opportunity.
Throw in Wakefield into the box. Margolis settling, looking to be composed.
Oh,
Hurley looks to try to take a shot right off the Swampscott player, almost out to midfield. Anderson tries to push it back in the box to O'Brien. O'Brien gets it back. Back to Sunkin. To Hurley. And almost through the legs. That would have been a nice play.
yeah. Kind of an accidental great turn.
Anderson kicking the ball off of Swampscott.
Throw in Wakefield.
Accidentally on purpose. Worked out for Wakefield. Throw in. O'Brien handles. Looking to settle in the middle of the field is Wakefield. O'Brien. Little flick to O'Brien from, oh, a nice combination play to Anderson. Anderson now to Sunkin. Working the way up with a menacing pace. Crosses the ball in the middle. Dangerous spot.
Oh, Margolis right there. So close.
Wakefield.
And this goalie takes like 5 or 6 steps on the punt. Really putting everything into it. Gets it out to the half. Carlino shielding well, closing out those Swampscott players. Hurley pressing. Swampscott plays it out wide, has some space and time. Let's see what they do with it. Entry pass in on the touchline. Combination back with through ball into the corner. Clark on the case, shielding the ball. Takes down the Swampscott player. And it looks like there was a foul on the play.
Swampscott kick.
I didn't see a lot there. Not a lot in that one, but
Yeah, she may have been falling down on her own, but it's an understandable call.
a lot of contact either way. Swampscott setting up their free kick, keeping most of their defenders back. Goalie's still in the box down there. It's interesting what they're going to do here. Wakefield holding their line as high as they can, I think.
Yeah.
See his kick over the wall. Diros handling it with some trouble. Oh, but Wakefield.
Oh, well done, Wakefield.
Oh, and this could be a good through ball. However, just not enough pace on it, and Swampscott intercepts, but O'Brien tries to step back in. However, everybody on Swampscott was offsides there, and the whistle should have been blown at that moment. But Wakefield ball on the goal kick. Referee had the hand triggered and up, had that Swampscott player got to it before the Wakefield goalie.
Oh, good point. Keeper touched it first.
Yes, yep. And that's a play where you don't want the referee to have to make a judgment call there. Good play by Waldeck, coming out and being aggressive there, and taking the referee out of the play, as you should always as a player.
Right.
Looks like Wakefield's lining up some subs. It looks like they just like to sub 4 at a time. All right, Swampscott throw into the box. A little bit mishandled on a header by Wakefield. Some trouble. Wakefield comes out with the ball and has a nice clear to the sideline. Got to be Swampscott ball. But at least it's in their half. We get a beautiful sky tonight looking over the hills of Wakefield into Stoneham. Sun setting nicely. Also just off of a full moon, or I think the full moon is what, for a day and a half?
Yeah, it's probably still going to be huge tonight.
Oh, Wakefield clears the ball to half. Swampscott defenders handles easily, even though there's a high press from Wakefield. Swampscott just playing dump and chase here, trying to get something going by kicking into the zone and hoping to run underneath it and create some action or opportunities. Throw in Swampscott. Wakefield providing pressure, cross in the middle. Swampscott looking to handle, but Carlino takes the ball away, plays it out nicely to Margolis. Looks like Margolis is going to put the through ball for Sunkin. Sunkin in a foot race with Swampscott. She gets to it first. She's going to look to cross or hold. Oh, it's just going to be a throw in here. Nicely done by Swampscott to close out what could have been a really dangerous situation there.
Substitution Wakefield with a red throw-in.
The Red Sea of a different kind comes in with 4 changes here. Wakefield likes to hand off the green pennies to make sure that they don't have too many players on the field. Wakefield ball, Anderson to take the throw in. Hurley looking to turn, but a stop. Nice header from Swampscott, testing the Wakefield defense again, but they're up to the task. Hurley providing some pressure. We got Clark settling here. The play back in the middle. Half clear, half pass. It's Gok chasing the ball down the right side. As Swampscott builds here with a beautiful cross in the middle, right into the hands of Waldeck. Again, they're putting some pressure on.
Yeah, it's all Swampscott the second half.
Not a lot of possession from either team.
Here we go.
Each are looking to move the ball forward as soon as they can. We get a nice through ball from Wakefield. Rachel Kaplan chasing it down the sideline. Kaplan showing some speed there. Track that ball down from quite some distance.
Right.
Wakefield
Looks like Wakefield took a timeout. Probably want to regroup, get the girls back focused, and playing the way they started the game.
Yeah, I think that's a wise decision at this time. They're looking a little bit, disorganized and maybe a little, I don't want to say lethargic, but, the compete level has definitely gone down a little bit.
Well, certainly when they attack, it seems like we're just hoping Margolis will do everything on her own, and we're sending balls in. Nobody's up with her. The whole first half we were attacking with 3, 4, 5 people, and now it seems a little haphazard.
Right, yes. They're sort of playing to, almost doing the same thing that Swampscott is doing, and where Wakefield was able to, again, have numbers up and continue with that pressure. They're kind of just doing a little bit of just trying to get that through ball, that golden ball to have an opportunity off of when they're up right now, though, too. You could possess a little bit.
Right. Hopefully it's not, sometimes your team's up by a couple points. You think, oh, we're just going to camp back and just keep booting it down the field and cling to this lead. It's never works out that well.
right, yeah. Well, and there's a lot of space. When Wakefield wins the ball, fullbacks passing in the midfield, there ends up being a lot of space because Swampscott is sending everybody up. And I really feel that that's an opportunity for Wakefield to kind of pick and choose their opportunities at that moment.
Right. Yeah, you're right. Instead of sending these long through balls, they should maybe just be holding the ball in the midfield and start controlling the pace of the game a little more. It feels a little hectic at the moment.
Action has returned. Get Mayette trying to protect against a cross, and they get a clean shot off. Swampscott does.
It's a nice run down the left wing by Swampscott. Stayed with the play. The shot got blocked. She took another one.
It looks like Greta Sifkin got that shot off. One of the only clear shots from Swampscott, I'd say, and she really tested Mayette there. Oh, and nice opportunity again. A little disorganized from Wakefield.
Goal kick for Wakefield.
Creating opportunities. Pressure creates opportunities, right? So
yes,
they're pressing the ball, making Wakefield work for everything right now. They're not going quietly.
Right. No, this game is far from over.
16 minutes left. Wakefield's up 3-1. And it's been all Swampscott the second half now. Except for the obvious goal.
Right. Right.
Mayette with a missed touch there, but Renzi able to handle. And it looks like another goal kick. This is where you take a little bit of time moving the ball out, right, when you're as a goalie.
Right.
Maybe point to a couple people.
Take a moment.
Oh, Swampscott trying to move the ball in. Handled and sent down the mountainside into the tennis courts by Renzi.
The goal kicks seem to just be coming right back at us. Might be a good opportunity to try to play out of the back and hold on to the ball a little longer.
Swampscott with the throw in. Header for Wakefield to get it out.
Oh, no.
Oh, but do believe that player was offsides quite a bit.
Right.
But good chance again for them nonetheless. However, Waldeck's there. Now punts it out to midfield. Sunken trying to settle. Throwing a little bit of a shoulder into it. Ends up on her hands. Renzi settles. Looking to distribute. Plays out to Gawk. Gawk looking to turn the corner. But Swampscott's up to the task. High press by Hurley with another ball in, and it's a foot race. Mayette looking to turn. Gets it to Clark.
Nice.
Now back to Hurley. Wakefield building up slowly now and nicely. Oh, goes for the long ball. Abby trying to track it down. I'm sorry, Rachel Kaplan.
Substitution Wakefield.
Looks like Anderson is coming off the field. And it is Tegan Johnson, and she's going to do the throw in here. Tegan DeMargolis swiftly taken away by Swampscott. Hurley applying pressure. Swampscott trying to clear out. Tegan looks to play the ball in the middle. Looking for Sunkin. Nothing doing. Wakefield now holding and pressing. Moving the ball. Clark dumps it into the zone. Lots of opportunities out wide there, though.
Yeah. Again, it just feels a little rushed.
Yeah, she had plenty of time on that ball.
Yeah.
Stella Carlino with a nice settle and play, trying to get out to Kaplan, but intercepted. Johnson on it. Sifkin up the sideline. She's got some speed. She's tough to handle out that way, but it turns out Mayette just steps in this time. I think she took a little bit better angle than last time because Sifkin was able to get down and around and turn the corner on her.
Right. Smart play to put that out.
Lessons learned. That's what you want. You want your players to be able to adapt and know the abilities of the other player and step up the next time. Nicely done. Throwing into the middle. This looks like trouble. Dangerous spot. Wakefield moving the ball, but trying to send the ball up the sideline with the long ball. You know, it does wear out the legs.
Right.
Johnson with the throw in. Looking for Kaplan. Kaplan allows a nice turn. Sunkin tries to get the cross in. Somehow it manages to cross.
Wow, great job. Corner.
A corner. Oh, it looks like Sunkin might have injured herself on that play there. I don't know whether she got stepped on.
Another righty, another outswinger kick.
I would have liked to seen Johnson take a go at that one there.
Yeah, that would have been
just
a nice
try to dump
shot.
it in there.
Yeah.
Half shot, half pass.
Shot or pass, either way.
Right.
Send it towards the net.
Like I said, she's a first-year student here at Wakefield High. You know, some of that will come with experience, I think. Understanding when you should take a shot instead of passing.
Right.
And she's definitely taking pass first there, which is never really a bad thing.
Yeah. Either way, she's playing great, aggressive soccer. She's up on creating chances. So look forward to seeing what she does in the next 4 years on the team.
Carlino back to Clark. Clark looks to dump it in the zone. Jump ball here. Carlino still trying to push through. Gets a little bit footy in there. Farrell moving it outside to Abby Johnson. Carlino trying to chase down the sideline, applying pressure. And it looks like the Wakefield fullback's a little bit slow to get it back up. I think that's Clark on the side. The full Wakefield bench on their feet, cheering their team on senior night. Swampscott throw in, moves the ball down the field a little bit into the Wakefield zone, but Wakefield recovers here. Oh, and a nice opportunity for through ball, intercepted. Tegan Johnson on the case. Looked like that might have been a nutmeg, but it turns out she was quick. Eight minutes left in this game. not considering if there's any extra time. Megan with a good header. Keep possession. Oh, out of bounds. Swampscott ball.
Free kick.
Oh, free kick, excuse me.
Again, it's really hard to tell what these calls are for.
Yeah, I didn't see any interactions. There's certainly no altercation there.
It didn't seem like anyone was even, yeah.
Oh, attempted a header and
Lucky.
possible elbow to the face.
Oh, jeez.
Creating a chance here. And look at all this space to carry there. Plays the ball into Margolis. Margolis has to run a good 50 yards to try to track that ball down. She applies pressure.
Throw in for Swampscott.
Wakefield looking to settle. Hurley cutting through. Some defenders here.
Sure.
Pushing forward, breaks through, shot directly on the goalie, and
Nice
Swampscott
save,
clears.
Keith. Nice save.
Hurley with a shot.
Hurley would not be stopped on that drive. 1, 2, 3 players. She gets beat, gets the ball back, and gets a nice shot off.
Easter Cunningham with a nice save for Swampscott at point blank range. Great persistence from
Yeah, that's strong play.
Corner kick for Wakefield. Kayla Hurley.
Looks like Wakefield has a set play on this corner. They got the outswinger, and everybody's up at the top of the box.
ball is in. There, Wakefield still a dangerous
Ball's
spot
in.
here.
Oh.
I'm not sure how that didn't hit her hands, but Wakefield is also very close to being offsides there. Wakefield just trying to will the ball into the middle of the field near the box. Swampscott clears though.
Throw in Wakefield. Abby Johnson with the throw.
Hurley gets run over on that throw, and Johnson still trying to turn the corner, move the ball. Wakefield throw in. Got about 5 minutes left in this half, maybe 6. Nice play by Swampscott to keep the ball in, try to move up the sideline. Ball in the middle to Margolis, swings it. Fullback. Wakefield possessing now. Oh, a little bit of a miscue there on the pass. It looks like Hurley's there to shut it down. Wakefield was in a good spot, trying to build there. Had lots of space in the midfield.
Right. It was a promising attack, just unlucky.
Long throw in from Clark. Wakefield manages to get it to Margolis.
Yes.
Margolis, nice combination play, and a shot on just wide. It's going to be a goal kick for Swampscott.
Goal kick for Swampscott.
Carlino. To Margolis, to Carlino. Swampscott wins it back, advances. Looking for a through ball up the sideline. A nice play by Renzi there. Renzi taking a beating on the sideline a couple of times.
Right.
Big throw in, nice header, clear out the zone. Nice play out by Wakefield.
Oh,
A little bit of confusion here.
yeah. Almost a high
Tegan Johnson
kick.
clears it out. Margolis pauses wisely, waits for the rest of the team to catch up. Carlino now with a play in. A little bit of trouble trying to connect with Kaplan on the outside, but that goalie sniffed it out.
Yeah. Defender did a good job of shielding her off, too.
Tegan Johnson with the header. Settled by Hurley. Margolis. Sifkin tries to do a through ball.
Oh, no.
Bit of a foot race. Could be trouble. I don't think Hurley knew that Swampscott player was on their back.
Right.
Definitely looks like a little bit of fatigue is setting in for each of these teams.
Couple minutes left. It's hard to say. The clock's been turned off in the final 5 minutes. Probably a couple minutes left.
Wakefield looking for another opportunity, though. Margolis holds. Looking for Kaplan. Kaplan in a foot race leads to a goal kick.
Goal kick, Swampscott.
Goal kick leads to a little action. Looks like one of Swampscott's players just decided to discard her shin guard. Margolis trying to get there on that through ball.
For all those who are doing the walkout for the boys' game, please report down towards the field. The walkout for the boys' game.
Good opportunity here for Wakefield. One last drive.
Margolis is shielding in the corner. Happy to chew the clock up there.
Right, right.
Throwing for Swampscott. Swampscott, a long throw down the sideline. Wakefield plays the ball back into the middle. Tegan Johnson controls. Nice 1-2, back to Johnson. Looking to cross and manages to get a corner kick out of that.
Great. One final opportunity for Wakefield. Again, they set up the stack at the top of the box. One player in the keep. Looks like Margolis will take the kick.
Looking to play short. Looking to chew the time up, I think, here. Abby Johnson looking to work there. Again, Wakefield taking his time, passing the ball off, trying to decide who's going to do the throw in. Oh, Margolis tries to shield the ball there. Oh, and we hope that's not anything too bad for Margolis. Margolis, I believe, tore her ACL in her freshman year.
Wins the free kick. Another good opportunity for Wakefield. Looks like they're going to go short.
And they're just going to play in the corner here. Try to chew up the time on the clock. Swampscott manages to get a foot on it. Wakefield still controlling in the corner. And that's the end of the game.
There we have it, a big win for the Wakefield girls soccer. 3-1 over Swampscott.
We saw two goals from Margolis, and was it Sunkin who got the other one?
I think so.
The other goal there, yes, because there's two seniors on senior night.
Yes.
With some great production, as you would expect, as leaders and the captains of the team. You know, it got a little bit dicey there for Wakefield, and I'd say in the middle third there,
Right.
But overall, a really excellent game for them. I think two well-matched teams. You know, it could have easily gone 3-1 the other way, but you know, Wakefield just was really strong in the back. Not many clear shots. Waldeck had to handle some things, but most of them were just kind of, you know, lucky through balls, I'd say, without any real intent other than to get it near the goalie.
Right.
Well, we're probably at the end of our broadcast for the girls' game. We'd like to say thanks to the crew up here, braving it out. Everybody's got their hats and gloves on now, as it's at game time. It started out at 60. I think we're probably approaching 45. We're gonna go get some jackets and maybe a hot dog between games here. So we'll be back with the boys' senior night game and ceremonies in about 27 minutes.